I've asked Noel Frisch over at the National File. He's been working this, and the site's been all over this. No, here's what I'll get. This is a J6, and I want to make sure I get this right because I'm confused. You've shown footage on your site. You've had some great reporting on this. Breitbart's all over it. I think NBC had some about a couple of years ago. There is a individual that used a firearm, a weapon on J6 that is on this footage. And it turns out that this individual has, afterward, in I think 2022, committed a crime in Utah and was rounded up by the police. I think he stabbed somebody. I think that person may even died. It might have been a murder or an assault. Someone died in an assault. Yet, according to the reporting on National File, to date, and your checking of all public records and your sources, you're telling us that this individual, who is a known individual now named, and they understand about the firing of the weapon on J6, has not come in and been interviewed by the FBI, has not been indicted, has not been rounded up, and what the FBI says is the biggest, most thorough investigation in the history of the Bureau. Is that essentially the story?
You got it, Steve. If you're looking at the footage right there at j6footage.org, that's where Derek Evans and I, together with National File, broke that exclusive footage. The first time it's ever been seen publicly, which is just unbelievable. The first time we saw it, we were like, what did we just see? This guy, this gentleman, you just saw him there in the red jacket, climbs up the scaffolding and pops off this firearm, which is a decently large caliber handgun, revolver handgun. And you can hear the depth and the weight to this firearm. And this guy hasn't been wrapped up, hasn't been rolled up. The authorities in Salt Lake City, Utah, got him on a murder charge. Apparently, that just disappeared, and so he's free to this day. There's grannies that are stepping on the wrong blade of grass, Steve, and they're being wrapped up. And the feds tell us, and the Biden DOJ tells us, they're going to go get 1,000 more people who were there standing in the wrong blade of grass on January the 6th, and they're going to charge these individuals. So, Steve, it's a mess. To our mind, it's proof that somebody got to this guy. Somebody has to have talked to him. The authorities have to have spoken with this individual. His name's John Emmanuel Benuelos. They have to have cut a deal with him. This is the most filmed event in history. How's this guy not been wrapped up?